The Chris Moon Show is a comedy and entertainment program. Everything said on this show is meant as a joke and should not be taken seriously. The views and opinions expressed by the hosts or guests are for entertainment purposes only and do not reflect the official stance of any organization, employer, or affiliate. This show may include adult humor, satire, or topics that some listeners could find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. By listening, you agree that The Chris Moon Show, its hosts and affiliates, are not responsible for any actions or interpretations based on the content of this program. If you're easily offended, maybe this isn't your show.
Welcome to the madness! It's the Chris Moon Show!
Show. All new Chris Moon right here. You heard it. I gave up energy drinks. I don't know how this is going to go. Don't know where it's going to go. Or how long it's going to go. But so far, it's alright. All the crazy shit in this show is going to be all new. I hope last week you got lucky, but you didn't get too lucky. And November comes and you got a little mouth to feed. I hope you were smart and pulled out. Or blasted with your finger. Or anything like that. Do not blow it in her. I don't care how much she tells you she can't have babies. They always can have babies. Somehow they always manage to have a baby. And who needs the stress of that? Who needs some woman calling, texting your phone all the time? We need to go to the doctor together. I think we need to go do that. Why do we have to go to the doctor? You the one with the baby? Maybe I don't want to be there. Maybe I want to be an absentee father. That's highly not looked at in society as bad. Maybe sometimes it's a good thing. Somebody else can slide in who can't have babies, and they can be the daddy. Or somebody wants to pretend to be the daddy. There's all kinds of options you people ain't looking at. You're just looking at it from black and white, and there's a lot of gray. All right, so here we go. Get ready. Chris Moon Show! Alright, our first topic this week is main character syndrome. And what that is, a lot of you all live like you're all in a soap opera or a sitcom. You're the main character in your story. So that's weird, man. Like you have to film. You're not getting a good workout unless you're filming it. You're in public and you want everybody to hear you talking and hear all the lore of bad-mouthing somebody. You want everybody to think you're the most motherfucking important thing in this whole fucking world. And you're not. We're all supporting characters. Now you got me buying into this bullshit. We're just people, motherfucker, living a life. That's what you fucking are. You ain't nothing major. You ain't this. And by living this way, you're living a life where you need drama. Because drama gets clicks on social media. You're living this life as in like you're an influencer, like you need all this attention because you crave it. You crave the dopamine. You crave all the chaos that comes from it. And trust me, man, we love chaos. Me and Jim fucking, but it gets old after a while. Sometimes you just have to sit down and play a game of Warcraft and just be okay with it. There's nothing wrong with it. Like, there's nothing wrong with just having a peaceful set the fuck down, not pretend you're like fucking Peter Griffin on the Family Guy and all that shit. Like, you just need to calm the fuck down. You're not that important. Everything you do isn't important. You don't have to document that you brush your fucking teeth and wipe your ass, because I know a lot of you don't, but maybe you do need to document it. But you don't have to fucking, like, record everything. You don't have to go out and make big major announcements on the Facebook. You don't have to profess your love on Facebook. You don't have to ask your significant other to marry you on Valentine's Day, because that's pussy shit right there. That Jim, don't ever do that again. That's pussy shit right there.
Not Valentine's Day.
Well, it's St. Patrick's Day. Just leave days that are days already alone. Just leave it alone. You just don't need to look at the world as a television or you're this big important person, because being you is good enough. Just be you. And try to get through the day and do the best you fucking can. Don't sit there and pretend like you're this is the next step in your evolution in this arc of storyline. Because it's not what life is. Because it's chaos. You can't predict nothing. And you're just trying to... Ultimately, you just look like a fucking douchebag. Quit looking like douchebags. Put your phone down. On to the next topic. Protecting my peace culture, Jim. This is the one.
I've actually used this line several times.
Have you?
I've had to. Yes. Protecting my peace? Yeah. So I can't wait to hear what you have to say about this, because this show has become fuck Jim, basically.
I don't know how.
Yeah, just go ahead. Let's hear it.
All right, our next topic is protect my peace culture. And what we mean by that is you go around and I don't do drama. I don't vibe in this energy. I need a certain space to be me, and you're crushing me. But the thing is, you never resolve anything. You never go and be like, I need to protect who I am, X, Y, and Z, and this is why we ain't going to do this. You know, you don't have the hard conversations. You don't sit there and tell them, hey, I can't be around you anymore because you fucking are a cocksucker and you're boring. You know, you just be like, you know, but you never give them the closure or yourself the closure that you need to move forward. You know, some of us can do it pretty well. But the rest of us, you know, we need to have those hard conversations. We need to have the closure. We need to have, you know, what is needed to be a healthy relationship, you know. And sometimes it is just saying, no, I'm not doing this. And you don't have to always explain yourself, because it gets to a point, you know, I got family members that think they're owed something and think that they can just run their mouths and tell you and try to bully you into an argument. Because my family likes to fucking argue. I am not doing that. Go fuck yourself. You know, just because we're related, it doesn't mean I owe you anything. It just means my dad put his penis in some vagina, and it happened to be either the same vagina or it was the same penis that produced us. That's the only fucking thing there is. The rest of it is you got to build a relationship. And even at a point where it gets to a point where it's so unhealthy and so toxic, you could just say no. And I don't have to argue with you. I'll tell you no, X, Y, Z, and that's it. You can go fuck yourself. You can go sit in your corner, and you can get on Facebook, and you can write that I'm fat and bald and all that shit, which everybody fucking knows. Everybody fucking knows. You know, although, if you haven't been noticing it, Chris, we've got a little bit of baby hair. He's working on it, you know. But I don't owe you nothing, you know. But I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to protect my peace, because I don't even know what the fuck my peace is, you know. I'm a chaotic individual that does a lot of dumb shit, says a lot of dumb shit. So, I don't know. Let's see. What is the, yeah, I pretty much. All right, our next topic is your brain loves drama. Here's the science to it. Conflicts trigger dopamine, drama spikes adrenaline, uncertain activities is a reward system. Calm stability, predictability, low stimulants, less chemical excitement. So we like, and you know, Jim and me say on this, we like to chase the fucking chaos. We like to ride the lightning. And more drama, man, as we got older, we don't like it as much, you know. I know I don't. I don't know. What about you, Jim? Where you at? Jim's out too. So we don't like it as much as we got older. I guess we kind of burnt out on that high. Like me and my energy drinks. They taste chemically to me now, and so they're not as big as an enjoyment as they once were.
Sluts aren't cool anymore.
Sluts ain't cool anymore. And not just with my boy Jim. Society has said your numbers.
No, sluts are still cool with me. I've been with society.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Jim still. Hey, sluts.
I just don't want to be caught wearing Tommy Hilfiger jeans fucking 15 years after the fact. You know what I'm saying? If sluts aren't cool, then fuck
I wear some Tommies with the fucking carpenter pants, the little thing on the side of them. You know, I never put a hammer in there. I guess that's what it's for. But I wear overalls too. I'll get some next time. Chris Moon needs some overalls. It's going to get wild up in this bitch. And you know, but the fact is when you chase chaos, it causes so much collateral damage around you. And you just can't live that way, you know? And then what always crack me up is And then they'll make a Facebook post. I don't know what I did wrong. I don't know why things always... Bitch, you're throwing gasoline on fires. Like, if you already got enough baby daddy drama, and you go fuck 4 more dudes and roll the dice, guess what's going to happen? More baby daddy drama. You're just throwing gasoline on shit. When you repeatedly do dumb shit, you get dumb results. And then you wonder why you're the victim. You hang around fucking drug addicts and think they ain't going to take your drugs or steal from you? What the fuck do you think you are immune to? There's no loyalty in the drug game. There just isn't. They'll take every fucking thing you had. A crack addict never woke up and said, I might get high today. That motherfucker barely slept and woke up and said, I'm going to go steal that fucking TV out of my friend's house. You know, he never once thought, oh man, I've known them 27 years and I'm not going to go steal their TV. He just thought, man, I'll probably get $50 for that motherfucking TV. You know, I'll take it and sell that bitch. You all just keep throwing gasoline on shit and wondering why, and I'm just as guilty. You know, I sit here and it took me a long time to realize why my health was bad. You can't go to McDonald's every day. You just can't. Fucking McDonald's is fucking wonderful, man. I went there one too many times. You know, I got fucking liver problems because of McDonald's French fries. Not because I drank and party. It was because I ate one too many goddamn McDonald's fries. That's a hell of a fucking way to go out. Like, what killed him? He got a supersized fry one too many goddamn times, man. Took him out. Told him. And there's no sponsor for that. There was no AA for that to tell me not to do that. I didn't have somebody I could call and be like, oh, man, I got the Jones for it again. That triple cheeseburger, man, that's a bitch. Call my name. You know, but these are things I kept doing to myself, and I kept getting fatter, and then I'll be like, what can I do? Eventually, my fucking gallbladder shit out, and then I lost it, and then, you know, mild heart attack from COVID and whatnot, and then I was like, what should I do? Well, I whined and bitched and cried for about a day, and then I fucking started walking. You know, walk a day keeps a heart attack away. Don't forget. All right. The next topic is the rebrand era. The new me. You know, the shit started around the first year. And this one, you see this a lot on social media. You're talking about making major changes, but it's minor changes. Like, you all make a post, be like, big changes coming. And you all switch from Diet Coke to Diet Pepsi. You all fucking drive me nuts with, like, you all think you're just... Everything's monumental. I'm gonna do something fucking great. Get ready for it, world. A lot of y'all need to make a lot of changes in a lot of little areas and start with it. Let's start with some of you with your makeup, some of it with your diet, some of you with your personal relationship. A lot of y'all put and share too much on Facebook. And that's why we're friends. Because everybody on Facebook got to have a few of those friends to keep Facebook exciting. We don't want to have fucking just all nonsense and reels and dumbass shit constantly. There's some of y'all that need to work on your posting. Like, y'all ain't keeping up this friendship. This friendship isn't going well. The new you is the same you, but just with a different shirt on. And that doesn't make a new you. It just makes you change your shirt. And I'm glad you took a shower and changed your shirt. A lot of y'all still need to work on that. There's a lot of greasy hair motherfuckers, man. You all just letting it go. I know it's wintertime. I don't know. There's this whole idea that we don't wash our hair every day. Who doesn't? I fucking got barely any hair and I wash my hair every day. What the hell is that about? This cause some fucking movie stars like Matthew McConaughey and all those talk about, you don't need a bath every day. The hell you don't! The hell you don't! Nobody wants to smell that shit. What the fuck wrong with you, man? Use some soap, toothpaste, wash your ass. Why is that so hard for people to understand? Like, just because Matthew McConaughey, like, one of the actresses worked with him. She would eat garlic and an onion just to like try to fucking keep up with how bad he stunk. And then she would put Vicks underneath her nose because she didn't want to smell him. When somebody's got to put Vicks underneath their nose to not smell you, you got motherfucking problems. And I don't want to hear this bullshit that I liked my scent. Get the fuck out of here. Sit in your car and sniff your farts, motherfucker. Put some old Spice or something on. Nobody wants to sit and smell your... I shouldn't fucking be able to smell you before you walk in the room. If that happens, ooh, I'm gonna fucking hit you in the motherfucking head, man. You all causing violence in this motherfucker. It's horrible, man, to have to go somewhere and There's just like these like they'll always you can ask a person what was their best memory and they'll take a long time. And you could ask them the worst, and motherfucker could tell you what it smelled like. One of my worst fucking memories was with Jim, and we went to fucking Kmart in fucking New Albany, and this fat fuck hair and just she was like 400 or 500 fucking pounds, and she hadn't bathed in like 6-7 fucking years. And it literally, before we got to the aisle, we was like, God damn, what the fuck's that smell? Is the sewage? And we walked past her, and it was just in your mouth.
I can still smell it.
Yeah, I can still like, I'm not faking people. It was gross. I need a minute. God damn, that was one of the worst fucking. And it's like somebody got. Look, I get it. She's heavy set. But they have shower chairs, they have things, and somebody help her out. Like, come on, and, I'm not making fun of her because she fucking was heavy set. I'm saying her hygiene, she needs help. Like, if you got somebody in your life that is like that, give them a hand, help them out. Do what you got to do, man. Don't let people do that. If you really love somebody, you wouldn't let them get that way. Like, I know they may fight you, whatever, but you sit down and have a conversation with them. You keep having that conversation. Apparently they just gave up and just nobody went around Nan anymore. They just like, nope, Nan smells too bad. Imagine have to give Nan a hug and she smells like fucking 3 Depends diaper and just fucking just shame. Like, no, come on. I did it again. I forgot what topic we was on. All right, fuck it. We're on to the next one. Nan. All right. Number 5 for this week is why nobody knows how to apologize. And what I mean by that is, I'm sorry you feel that way. That's not apology. That wasn't my intention. That's not apology. If I offended you, that's not apology. Let's see. Real apologies are clear ownerships, no defense, no buts. An apology without ownership is just PR. And that's all we are now. We're all PRs for our mistakes. What we do and stuff. And I've used all of them. I'm not going to sit here and say I haven't. It felt fucking high and mighty when I fucking said them too. When I said I didn't mean to offend you, I probably said some shit. I probably didn't think it was offensive because that's who I am. And it just came out. It was a backhanded apology, I'm sure, if I said I didn't mean to offend you. I just didn't mean to think that you would be offended by it. That's what I really meant. I didn't mean like, oh no. I'd be like, oh, I'm sorry, Snowflake. You got sensitive feelings? That's what I really meant when I said I didn't mean to offend you. I don't think, let's see, have I ever used? I think I've used, I'm sorry you feel that way. That one definitely reeks of fucking condescending dickheadness. That's just like, ha ha ha. That you really was like, I knew it hurt your feelings. Didn't give a fuck it was hurt feeling, and I went for it. That was a bullet point and like my attack on you when we were fucking talking. When we were sitting there and you said something that hurt my feelings, and I know, because so if you've been in a relationship for a long time, or your brothers and sisters, that one. Like, you can work it in and needle it in there and get a motherfucker and piss them off more than anybody can and make them want to hit you. I've been, as of tomorrow, I've been married 27 fucking years. Ain't nobody knows how to push my buttons better than that woman. She knows every button to push, and she don't have to try anymore. She just can kind of look and be like, So if you've been in a long-term relationship, you understand that sometimes it goes tick for tat, and there's the little things that you can needle somebody. And then you say some bullshit like that because you're like, maybe I want to get some pussy later. Maybe there's an opportunity. There's no opportunity later. You done fucked up. You done fucked up to the point where you should just go ahead and ride out for the next 24 to 48 hours the dickheadness that you started. You might as well go ahead and pick the rest of the fights that you've been thinking about. If she puts that cup somewhere you don't like, you might as well go have that argument. If there's clothes or whatever the hell that is, if she don't put gas in the car, whatever it is that you're tired of doing, just get it all out. Have a brawl for it all. Get it the fuck over with. And then you could start with real apologies. And real apologies start with, I'm sorry. Not I'm sorry, but your ass is big. You can't use but apparently. I'm sorry, but you don't put out enough. I'm sorry, but you don't make good chicken noodle soup. I'm sorry. See, that don't work. You got to be genuine about it. Chris Mo's here to help you be a better person. I'm sorry, and that's it. Just be sincere. Don't pull the Eddie Allen. How's your Christmas and keep walking. People see through that shit. People understand that you're full of shit and don't care. So sometimes you just got to be genuine. Sometimes you just got to be like, I'm sorry. I'm an old man now and I got to be bed by 8:30. I'm sorry. And that'll be all right. People will understand that you've gotten older and soft and that you got to go to bed early. That's all right. Just don't pretend like we're young people anymore. We're not. We're all getting older. I'll be 49 this year. So I feel you. Sometimes I like to get my blanket and cuddle up and watch Bob's Burger. On a big Bob's Burgers kick right now. That's all I watch. I don't watch any other TV because I'm tired of all your fucking news. I'm really tired of the St. Jude's commercials they slide in on you. Or the ASPC commercials. My dog just died, man. I don't want to fucking see about like sick dying dogs, man. Don't put that shit on there. And you sneaking in my cartoons like it'd be on South Park, man. All of a sudden you'd be like this little bitty guy who's real sick and he's like, St. Jude's help me. And I'm like, oh, now I'm depressed even more. I was trying to watch cartoons.
Are you saying it's St. Juice?
No, St. Jude. What is it?
St. Jude.
St. Jude? Okay, it's with a D.
St. Jude.
You want
St. Jude ain't saving no kids. It's St. Jude.
Okay. So St. Jude will save your kid if it gets there.
I don't want any anti-Semitic claims against us Christmas.
I can't say shit right.
Well,
They haven't learned
Jew in place of anything.
It was Jude. I was trying to say Jude, people. See, it sounds like Jude again. I'm trying to say J-U-D.
We need an apology right now, a sincere one.
I'm sorry, I can't pronounce Jude correctly. If you felt like at any point that I offended you and said Jew, I did not say Jew at any point. I cannot say fucking words correct. It was Jude. Jude. Hey, Jude. Don't you? That's what I meant. But apparently my producer here, Jim, is thinking I'm an anti-Semite all of a sudden and saying hateful things to the Jewish people. The Jewish people are very lovely people, and that's where we'll leave it at that. On to the next topic. All right. So our next topic is illustration. The illusion of infinity options. There's so many options we have in this world now. When we were growing up, we had 3 TV channels. You got to watch what you want to watch, and then you went outside and played because it wasn't. You can only watch Gunsmoke so many fucking times. You can only watch Star Trek so many times. And then there would be a ton of info commercials started being a thing. Then it'd be all of a sudden talking like this, and hey, I guess at you! All of a sudden, and they had to pass a fucking law in Congress because one of the congressmen got tired of getting yelled at in the middle of the night because he had to have TV on for background noise for the hearing aid one. And so he made a law where you can't have TVs do that anymore. But back to the topic is, there's so many options now, like streaming services, and just, from... Your days is so full of so many different things you got to keep picking from. And it just feels like there's too much, So let's work on that. Let's try to narrow down our day. You don't need to watch 600 Netflix shows. You don't need to sit there and go through every streaming service. You don't need to have that many streaming services, It's too chaotic. You just throwing chaos in your life and in your brain and just muddying everything up. Because you got to get your money's worth, because that's how everybody feels. If I pay $7.99 for Netflix, I got to at least watch it a few times, whatever. Paramount's now expensive as shit because it has UFC on it. Everything is just, and then let's go to the next thing on that is social media. There's so many topics on social media that you just are bombarded with, from like, you got, if you're a Facebook person, you got your normal like interactions between your people, Then you got Instagram, you get to see, and you whatever you look at on there, if you want to go chasing boobies or whatever the hell you would do on Instagram. They got reels on Instagrams you can watch, and you got TikTok, which is dog shit of fucking social media. It's shit on my shoe. I fucking hate TikTok. And then you find, next thing you know, you're standing in the kitchen, you listen to AI invented stories about how my wife, she has found out that I have a lover, but I have taken arrangements with my lawyer. And it's real inundated and just stupid. Like, it's just constantly, like, you're just bombarded with dumb shit. Like, and it goes back to, like, one of the topics a long time ago. We talked about silence is scary now. Like, it's all right to fucking turn everything off and just sit there and just be quiet and let your fucking little brain go wild. That's the best thing about the walk. Everybody, like, I don't wear headphones. I don't listen to shit. I just walk. I let the little hamster loosen his wheel up there, and all the craziness that goes on in my head, it goes for the walk with me. And by the time I get home, it's tired. It's done. It did 10 miles with me, and it's ready to shut the fuck up for a while. With you're just fucking inundating yourself constantly with the illusion of infinity options of your day. It's just too much. Like, you're never gonna make a decision. You're never gonna get anywhere in life because you have too many options. It just doesn't work. Your life won't work with like a zillion different paths. You have to pick one and just go down it, And maybe it fucking goes to a dead end. Maybe it sucks, Maybe it is the worst decision, And 9 times out of 10, it will be the worst fucking decisions, because that's how fucking life is. There'll be some good parts in it. There'll be some happy times. But 9 out of 10 is going to be a shit show by the time you get to the end. Unless you fucking man up and be what you need to be and make apologies and retributions and whatnot. But most of us ain't going to do that shit, Most of us are going to ghost them and then fucking disappear, because that's the easiest fucking thing to do, Work on narrowing your world down, Make your day smaller. I'm telling you, your life would be so much easier if you just start chopping off the dumb shit. And this goes with like some dumb shit friend that just fucking it ran its course. Like it's done, it's over, and you've tried, and you still can sit and reminisce about the good times. You can't take those away. The memories are yours forever. But at some point, you just got to be like, man, this ain't working. This sucks. I'd rather be doing something else. So take a look at your day. Try to figure out what you need and what you don't need. Take a little 30 minutes for yourself. Just quiet. And don't worry about Netflix. Don't worry about all the social media bullshit, because it's just garbage in the end. It's just background noise. And find what makes your center and makes you better and happy. On to the next topic.
And pick a single porn star and have a fake relationship with them.
Yeah. Yeah, listen to Jim.
That'll save you 2.5 hours of search time every single time.
You heard it from Jim.
Just pretend she's cheating on you, because she is. It's fine.
That's big news at the beginning of the show. I'm sitting in front of you, a man, not on caffeine. I'm less jittery. And this is why I'm better now. I'm a better moon. I'm better than you. Because, one, more stable energy. As you've noticed, I've been right here the whole show. Fewer crashes. I never had a crash. Better sleep. That's bullshit. I've had the worst fucking sleep. I have ADHD. Caffeine makes me sleepy. I have been miserable without my fucking drink. I'm not gonna lie to you. The only reason I gave it up, God's honest fucking truth, I got fucking, I burnt myself out. That's what I do. I get stuck on one thing and I ride it to the fucking dead. And then about last Thursday, I started, and I drank it in the morning. This tastes weird. And I'm like, So I kept trying to power through it. And by Saturday, I texted Jim and was like, yeah, I'm done. And he's like, your wife made you quit. Nope. It tastes chemically to me. See, the problem was, and Jim pointed this out, I didn't switch up. I just get stuck on one flavor, and I ride it to the death. And then after a while, I could taste all the ingredients in it, and it tastes like perfume and weird to me. It bothered me. I couldn't drink it anymore. The caffeine is great. So the next evolution of the Chris Moon's addiction is probably going to be coffee. I think I'm going to try to give coffee a try. But the last time I tried coffee, it tastes very bitter and shitty. You know, I don't know. Jim's sitting here with a cup, and he seems to be very happy with it. But I've never been a coffee person. And I've been explained that Starbucks is like dessert coffee. Like if you go to, no?
No, don't get that.
No, we're not. See, Jim's giving me advice. He's like, no, Starbucks is dessert coffee, and you have it as a treat when you're a regular coffee drinker. So you have to go in and shake coffee's hand and get in through the front door. I haven't got through the front door to go to the a la carte dessert room. So I'm trying to work my way into it. I still got my energy drinks at my house. I got a couple left. I try to taste them, and it just doesn't do it for me anymore. You know. According to this, the science side is high caffeine spikes cortisol, artificial stimulants mimic stress, energy drinks create dopamine roller coasters. All of them are me. Like, all of them are me. You know, it's been the running thing on this show that I'm chasing dopamine. Which, yeah, as a person with ADHD and all the bullshit that goes on in my crazy head, is absolutely fucking true. I love a good chaotic way to get some dopamine, because I don't get it the normal way. The normal way that makes you happy doesn't make me happy. You know, I don't find joy the way you do, and I'm glad you find it the way you do, the simple way. Mine is all complicated. You know, mine's like a S&M porn movie. There's got to be whips, chains, and all kinds of shit going on. Somebody's got to be threatening me at one point and trying to spit in my mouth for me to get excited. You know, shit has to be fucking weird for fucking like, I mean, oh, you know, normal stuff. You know, I don't function well at high stressful shit. You know, I wrecked my I got rear-ended and my car spun 3 times, and it was just like a Deadpool movie. I could see my wife over there freaking out. I could see Logan over my corner, and I'm just driving out of it, you know, like it's nothing. And it wasn't shit, you know. But to them, it was a huge-ass event. I was still calm and like, you know, I'm about to go kill this motherfucker that fucking tried to pit maneuver me, you know. I wasn't fast enough. My wife did try to go across the 4 lane of traffic and try to beat the shit out of him. You know, she was faster than me. She was on the passenger side. He was on the passenger side. You know, Logan caught her. But I just want to iterate. I gave up energy drinks. I'm so much better for it. I hope you find your peace and give up your energy drink, because you don't need that toxic in your body. I'm so much better now. I'm better than you. I'm better than everybody now because I don't do energy drinks. I don't put toxins in my body. Y'all hear how that sounds? That's how all you motherfuckers that all of a sudden get clean sound like. Like you start shaming somebody for drinking their they're drinking their shot. They're sipping it when you were guzzling it. And you all try to shame people for that because they get their California sober and shit like that. Just keep your goddamn opinion to yourself, man. So I quit energy drinks. That's something I decided, and it wasn't like for life changing or something. I just got tired of the goddamn taste of it. But I didn't go around shaming everybody like Jim's drinking a coffee right now and be like, you know, stimulants are horrible for your heart. They're going to kill you. They're going to cause you to have dopamine highs and it cause you to spike later. And you may have insulin resistance because of cortisol. No, I didn't say that to him. I'd be like, Jim, what flavor coffee is that? You know, I don't shame people. So if you like to shame people, shut the fuck up, fuck off. This ain't for you. On to the next topic.
If coffee killed people, I'd be dead. Period. Okay, I'm gonna go make you. It's rolling. I'm gonna go make you your first coffee. You bullshit.
All right. So Jim is gonna go make me a coffee. You all get to witness me drinking my first coffee. You know, Jim has explained it to me that energy drinks are My Little Pony drinks of the energy world. You know, and that if you went to the boat, I don't know if you all had the boat where y'all or any casino, that the coffees are so strong going to keep you up for 3 days. So we're gonna get my first coffee. Jim's gonna make it for me, and you're all gonna get to witness that. Meanwhile, we're gonna go over this topic, and that topic is silly topics that they sound fake but are real. Competitive cheese rolling. Are you fuck kidding me? I know there's a competition over, I think in Scotland, where they do some crazy shit where they run down a hill and the fastest one down there beats, I think that's what this is the cheese roll. They roll the cheese down, they try to beat the cheese down or some bullshit. There's all crazy ass lumberjack stuff. That shit's crazy. They got like a fucking V8 on a chainsaw and they're cutting logs. That's nuts, man. I don't know who the hell come up. Don't get me wrong, as a redneck, it's pretty fucking cool to me, and I'll check it out, What are some other silly ones? Professional cuddlers. What? Professional fucking cuddlers. Man, maybe I need to get one of those for my wife. She's always wanting to snuggle, and I don't like to snuggle. That ain't my thing. As a touchy-feely person, you think it would be, but it's not. I don't know. Too much heat. I'm a heavy-set dude. Just too much heat, man. I'm hot. I get too hot. Like, a little bit, I'm in. If you want to, like lay on the couch and watch a whole TV show, that was 150-pound Chris Moon, not 220-pound Chris Moon hobby. Just too much heat, man. I get too hot. Extreme irony competition. So that just sounds that's just fucking sexist. It sounds racist or I don't know. It's just all the isms. It sounds weird, man. Professional irony. It's like, what? Like, who was like, man, I can really get those fucking corners so fucking smooth, man. I don't leave no burn marks on this, man. I know when to push the steam button on the iron so fucking fast, man. It'll make this shit just smooth. I don't understand that one. That one definitely is weird, but it is true. Adult dodgeball league. I would do that, man. I would do that. I'm a big target, don't get me wrong, but I would do adult dodgeball and take that fucking red ball and bring back some good old childhood trauma and beam a motherfucker with it. So I would be in on that one. Any adult league stuff, man, if you're recording it and putting your highlights on the old internet, yeah, that's very douchebaggy. Don't do that. It's not. You're not a real athlete anymore. You quit being an athlete a long time ago.
Okay, it's gonna be hot. This is in a Star Wars cup just for you.
It's in a Star Wars cup.
It's gonna be hot, dude. Hold the top. Hold the top. Don't try to take a drink of it.
I'm gonna try to drink of that motherfucker. They're trying to burn me.
Dude, it comes out hot. Everything about coffee is for adults.
Maybe
there's no kiddie shit in it. That's why it's served in a fucking Han Solo Boba Fett cup right now.
Jim says it's for grown-ups, as you can see.
You're gonna take one drink of it. So that is what's known as Black Rifle is the brand. It is called Just Black. It's like your cousin. She only likes a certain type.
Right.
That's Just Black. There's no frills, no nothing. That's fucking coffee.
Ooh. I'm already. You're witnessing real time me regretting decisions of talking.
Yeah, just set it down for right now because
it's
not going to be ready for another 5 minutes before your pussy ass can drink it.
I'm already fucking scared.
You should be. All right.
So, and the other thing is beard competition with themes. That one is that like for? Look, I'm a balding guy. I was bald. It started growing back. But is that like something where they put pigtails and beards and all that stuff, or shave it weird? Give the old Fu Manchu, Hulk Hogan. I don't know what that competition is. But that one sounds pretty fucking weird. I don't think that one sounds like I'm gonna stay home on that one. I'm not going to the beard competition. I don't think you can convince anybody I know to go to a beard competition. Jim, would you go to a beard competition?
Sure.
Yeah.
As long
he's got a pretty good beard.
I would enter Randleman. Yeah. Randleman's got his beard is crazy.
Why do I not think he has a beard? I've seen him not too long ago.
It's almost see-through. It's like it's like a white Amish beard.
Yeah, I guess he did have a beard, didn't he?
Dude, you would just assume he sells the best peaches. Like shit like that. Like this motherfucker can make a cobbler.
Man, I mean, all right, people, that's all I got on that topic. Let's move on.
Yeah, this mug was given to me by Sawa before she hated my guts. All right.
So, we got big events we're going to do at the end of this long goodbye. We're going to cover my first cup of real coffee, Black Rifle coffee, made by soldiers who know how to make coffee. Don't know, support something, maybe it's to support they have coffee problems, they're addicted. But let's focus on the topics this week. So ultimately, a lot of us forgot how to be just people, just normal people. You know, some of you don't even know what a normal person is, as far as not being inundated with social media, 1,000 streaming things, and just total chaos 24/7 in your life. Like, you don't know what it's like just to put a backpack on and go in the woods and walk around, just to walk around, and not take your phone to document your sad adventures, you know, just to go, you know. Jim, when he goes on his walk,
I take my phone.
Do you take your phone?
Absolutely take my phone every time. So I can take pictures of spiders.
You know? But do you take your phone when you do the regular walk?
No.
No.
No, I do not.
And why is that?
I don't know.
Because you just want to...
Yeah, I mean, I don't look at it.
Right.
Jim barely look at my phone.
That's his time where he just lets the hamster run loose on his wheel. And that's his time, you know? I think a lot of you would freak out if you didn't take your phone just that. I take my phone, and I probably wouldn't. The only reason I do take it is I have an elderly mother, and I got kids, and my wife's father is elderly. So I have responsibilities that I kind of got to keep an eye on, but I don't mess with my phone much. I'll take a picture of me on the wall, like the trail, and send it to my wife, whatever, and be like, hey, you know, proof that I'm out doing something. I ain't a fat, lazy piece of shit laying in bed, you know, and stuff like that. But for the most part, man, when I'm on that, it's just me. You know, I just enjoy shit. I look around, make sure the bear still hasn't been seen, ain't gonna get me. I'm not gonna get jumped by a couple of homeless guys come out of the woods, because homeless guys come out of the woods a lot around here. You know, they're just getting back to being basic, and there's nothing wrong with it. Like, just a normal day. You know, you don't need to have everything you do sensationalized on your social media. You're not making money off of it. You're just, you know, a lot of, you don't even realize a lot of people look at you and are fucking cracking jokes at you, and they're like, this motherfucker, you know. There's a fine line. Like, if you got a something like a big event, a milestone or something like that, and you want to share it, and you have family members and stuff on there and friends that know said family and these milestones mean a lot to you, by all means, go ahead. But if you drink your first fucking cup of coffee, it shouldn't be this grandiose event. I know, fucking, you know, Chris Moon's a fucking hypocrite. I get it, you know, but it's not. This life, it could be life changing. Jim says it's going to be, but it might not be. Just be okay with watching your show. Be okay with sitting on your couch. You don't have to go out every weekend and find the most chaotic thing to get into. You know, as you get older, you start realizing there's value in peace. There's value in sitting in your house or wherever and stuff. You know, do things that make you happy, not everybody around you. Sometimes you got to eat your chicken tenders first. You know, you got to go first. You know, everybody else gets theirs in the end, and if they don't, fuck them. You know, but you don't need these big ass fucking, like, there's like, people build in stories to their day, and I seen it a lot when I was coaching. We'd have these kids build in fake injuries to their storyline in their fucking day. Oh, also, when my whole life to be an adult, one of the fucking prereqs was knowing how to tie your shoe. Like, you get fucking shamed in school not being able to tie your shoe. Now the whole world has got slip-ons. Don't get me wrong, I've got slip-ons right now. They're fucking wonderful. But now tying shoes ain't a prereq. Yeah, Jim's got slip-ons. It was a prereq at one point. Like, you couldn't get out of kindergarten unless you knew how to tie your shoes. Like, it was like a gold standard of being an adult. You know?
I was in 5th grade before I knew how to tie my shoes.
I think I was in 4th. You know, like, before I got down.
I thought Velcro was the future.
Right,
I literally thought everybody that tied their shoes was Amish. I was like, what the fuck are you all doing? The wave of the future is here. It's called fucking Velcro. Velcro was amazing.
I was slow because, again,
and I
Velcro.
got rode the fuck out by my whole family, and I thought they were stupid. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I guess you all don't know what fucking Velcro is.
See? I had this, like, epiphany. I was sitting there, and a Skechers commercial came on, and it was like, new slip-ons. And I was like, I looked at my wife and said, do you remember when it was like a prereq? Like, you didn't know how to tie your shoe? You was a fucking loser? And like the whole world has decided that was too much. Slip-ons. And don't get me wrong, as a dude with a bad back and fucking big belly, slip-ons, baby. Slip-ons all day. I'm going to go today. Give me a new pair of walking shoes. They will be slip-ons, Skechers. But it was just weird to look at there's probably a lot of kids today. That was one of the things, like coaching, man, we had to stop the game a lot. We had a tie our shoes session, one practice, because we almost got technical in the game because my kids' shoes kept coming untied. And I never put two and two together. Maybe they didn't have to tie their shoes as much and they didn't have practice. So we literally had practice of tying our shoes because it was so bad. It didn't help. We still fucking were tying our shoes all the time. All right, Jim says the moment has came. I hope you're all excited. I'm scared to fucking death.
So I would need you to think that. See, you're thinking fruity goodness.
No.
The other way.
I'm going into this open-minded.
I'm calling your manhood out when you drink this. You got to be you got to think of all the worst things that ever happened to you every time.
It smells like motor oil and tires.
Dude,
That's what it smells like.
Manhood is what the fuck it is. That's masculinity you're getting ready to put in your mouth.
I may be changing my pronouns after this.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
I have no faith in you.
Yeah, it's horrible. Tastes like burnt, like just everything. Like
I've drank a half a cup of that since I came down because it's amazing, dude.
It tastes like somebody fucking started a house fire, then dumped the.
Dude, I have hatred in my heart. You're a good guy deep down.
This is Jim. I don't say this much. I'm gonna pray for you. This is bad.
Yeah. It's amazing. It's really good.
I'm gonna try it one more.
That's good coffee. That's expensive coffee that you're drinking right now.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm just a poor person.
No, it's not that. It tastes. You drink fruity shit. That's the fucking opposite of fruit. It
ain't as bitter as I remember. It has
it's kind of like beer, dude. The first taste is going to be the worst. When you get about halfway through that, and then when you start feeling the effects of it, then you're like, okay. I'm
already starting to sweat. I'm already starting to sweat. So I feel the effects.
Nervousness.
You got to remember, I gave up caffeine a week ago.
This is going to take care of that. All of your shakes are going to go away, and you're going to develop new ones.
Yeah.
The first mistake you're making is doing that.
I can't stop doing that.
You're trying to taste
it's involuntary.
If I give you a shot of something, you don't do that. You shoot the motherfucker and then you fucking try to forget you just did it. Black coffee is kind of like that. Now, if I go to Starbucks, like that shit's like going to Zestos. It doesn't even count. Now, the buzz still comes with it, but you can't sit around and drink Starbucks all fucking day. But go ahead and tap, dude. It's okay. That's why I put it in the Star Wars cup, because I knew you weren't going to be able to handle it.
Yeah. All right, people. We'll see you next week.
You've been riding the madness. That's the Chris Moon Show. Hey! You've been riding the madness. That's the Chris Moon Show. 2 for 2, tell me what you do. Talk's been wild, laughs been loud. The truth got messy and the moon stood proud. From deep thoughts to nonsense flow, that's how it goes on the Chris Moon Show. It's the Chris Moon Show. Yeah, you already know. Let's go. He'll be back again to steal the show. It's the Chris Moon Show. Good night. Stay loud, stay real. See you next time on the Chris Moon Show. Just go. Just go. Media.